Hey everyone, we are looking at the snapshot. It's Slone's turn this time round. So Slone's quests, first up is collect a rare or better assault rifle. Just need to do it once, and you can get it from killing players, as you'll see here, from chests or just lying around. And we'll pick it up because we're going to need this for the next part as well. So the next part is damage opponents with rare or better assault rifles. Total of 300 damage needing to be done to complete this one. Apologies for the back and forward there on this bit. I didn't have enough time on the recording for it. So all you want to do is take out opponents or other players with a rarity weapon of blue, purple, gold or orange. The grey and the green will not work. But it's basically do that until you get 300 damage clocked up, and it will show you the completion in the top left hand corner just like that. Players or bosses will count towards this as well. Bosses will give you more. Carrying on the assault rifle theme, the next one is get headshots on opponents with rare or better assault rifles. 5 headshots required. Again, blue or above, green and grey will not count in this. And it's easier to do this in duos because if you knock a player, as long as they're not trying to crawl away, you should manage to get your headshots in. And the easiest one as well is get your partner to pick them up, hold them so they can't run away, and you'll be able to get your headshots in absolutely no problem whatsoever. After we've done this portion, the next part is get further orders from Slone. Slone has moved around the map, but as you can see, she's kind of in this central location here, and just to the right of Rumble Ruins. When you speak to Innovator Slone, she will complete this part of the quest, give you that little bit of information, and give you the next quest in this line. Next up we have is take the Refined Kinetic Ore Schematic from Lonely Labyrinth and escape. Labyrinth is to the north of Lonely Labs, and it's down at sea level on the bottom cliff face, as you'll see here. You're going to go into it, you're going to see a lot of neon arrows, so we're going to avoid this first one, and when we go forward we're going to turn right. If we follow left, it'll take us out. I'm going to pop this chest just to make sure we've got some weaponry in case anyone comes along at the back of us. You see these indicators on the wall, you want to kind of follow those, so we're going to turn left then right. We're going to take the left here, and then we're going to avoid that one, and we're going to take the second right. We're going to follow it round to the left. We're going to turn left here, and then we're going to go straight ahead. And we're going to go forward, and then we're going to take the next left. And then we're going to follow this round to the right. And again, we're going to follow that indicator. We'll turn left, follow it round, turn right, and there we go. The schematic is straight ahead. So once we take this and complete it, there's a whole load of chests in this area as well, and then we'll get the next mission. Next bit is to escape Lonely Labyrinth with the Refined Kinetic Ore Schematic, and this bit is the easy part because once you finish loading it, there is a cubicle toilet here. Jump in it and it will take you out of the labyrinth, and bang, that is that one complete. Just for your reference, it is the building where Stingray is found inside it. Then the next part is that we need to deliver the schematic to Slone's satellite terminal at this kind of destroyed outpost. And what we're looking for when we land there, it's north of the Citadel, is this table. Once we input the schematic, it'll complete it, and we'll get the next part of the quest, which is we need to go and see Slone. So moving on, we go back to the centre of the map, to the right hand side of Rumble Ruins. You see it flashing there on your screen to get further orders and instructions from Slone. Once we get into the location, speak to her, she'll give us the next quest that we're looking for. Word of warning, and I should have said this beforehand, is this is a player hotspot at the moment, so be very careful. I've had to kill off quite a few players just trying to speak to her, so just beware of that. Make sure you're tooled up just in case, so you can deal with other players first. As you see, there's footsteps. So once we speak to her, we will get given 3 new quests, each of them looking to do the same thing, which is dig refined kinetic ore fragments at 3 different locations. This one is for Rumble Ruins, and what we're looking for is that kind of dirt pile. When you get close to it, you should see, as you can see in the distance there, the blue diamond with the white exclamation mark in the middle, and you're just wanting to hit those. You can shoot them and it'll do exactly the same thing. I find doing it with the harvesting tool easier than trying to shoot these bloody things. But this is what they look like. I took insight so that she can let me know if there are players in and around me as well, which makes it a bit easier. You don't have to, but I have just to be on the safe side. Once you collect your 5, it will trigger the completion for that part, and then we'll move on to one of the 2 other locations. So the second location we're going to look at here is Shady Stilts, which is up to the north. You can see the exclamation mark in the circle. That's the area we're going to be going to, and we're doing exactly the same thing. We're going to dig out the refined kinetic ore fragments around this area, and again we're looking for exactly the same thing, that kind of wee mound of dirt with the blue diamond above it with the white exclamation mark in it. Wee bit easier to find in this location than the previous one. There's not as much vegetation and bushes and things around it to make it harder to spot. And again, if you're on a PC, turn your quality of your graphics right down and it'll take all that away, which should make it a lot easier for you to find these. Once we've completed and gotten the 5, we will then move on to the final destination for the next 5. So the final area to dig refined kinetic ore fragments is around Slap and Go, which is the destroyed gas station area. It's not up and around the gas station part itself, it is actually down in the sunken area below it. So as we kind of find these bits and run around, you'll find the bits and pieces in the ground in and around the actual roof area of the gas area. This one was a wee bit harder to find once I kind of got the first couple, but spend your time, just run around, they'll pop up. There may be more than 5 at the location, I'm not 100% sure, but just running around seem to reveal themselves. And then we've got this last one just here in the mud. So once we've completed doing those 5 items at the 3 dig sites, we're heading back to Slone to get further orders from her. Again, she's located in the center of the map, and when we speak to her, we'll get a bit of dialogue and then she'll give us the next set of orders to complete. So after speaking to Slone, the next part is place refined kinetic ore in the Apparatus. The Apparatus is located at the top of the building area where Trace is located. If you need to know where that is, check out the character map and you'll find it, and there's the man himself. On the top of it, you'll see this kind of glowing purple pedestal with a giant ancient type telescope. This pedestal right here is where we need to place the ore, and it will kind of fuse together and create a new piece of kinetic ore, and then we move on to the next quest. So once we've done that, we need to initiate the power sequence program at Slone's location. So we're going back to the center of the map where Slone is located, and in front of the actual tank is this machine here. When you go up to it, you'll get the 4 buttons flashing green, and then you'll get a red light pop up on one of them. Hit it and follow the sequence. Each red one, hit it and it'll move on to the next one. Once you've completed that sequence, the initiated program will fire up and it will move on to the next quest. Once that's completed, we need to speak to Slone and inform her that the work is now complete, and she will give us a little bit of dialogue and it will complete the snapshot missions for Slone at this time. And that's the video, guys. Drop a like on it, comments down below, subscribe to the channel so you're kept in the loop for every completion guide for every single quest in Fortnite. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye bye.